This man was being chased by thousands of brides, all wanting to marry him. Jimmy ran frantically, but everywhere he looked, there were brides who wanted to marry him. He finally made it to an intersection. But on the other side, another group of brides was coming at him like zombies. All the women in the city were crazy about him, because Jimmy had just inherited $1 billion. After hearing the news, the women all put on wedding dresses, scrambling to be the one to marry Jimmy. Jimmy was terrified and hid in an empty church, but when he woke up, he was surrounded by brides. They were all grabbing him, asking him what his criteria were for a bride: looks, education, or weight. But Jimmy's only criterion was love, and the person he loved wasn't there. Jimmy quickly escaped the church, but the women in wedding dresses were still chasing after him. He hailed a taxi to the train station, where he finally found the love of his life, Annie. Annie, who knew nothing of what was happening, was moved by his sincere proposal and said yes. She quickly changed into a wedding dress in the restroom, but when she opened the door, the area was swarmed with brides. Jimmy had to run again. Seeing that he was about to be overwhelmed by the brides, Jimmy climbed a ladder and hid on a second-floor balcony. He was surrounded by brides, and desperately called out for Annie, but he couldn't see her. Just then a priest arrived in a police car, and used a loudspeaker to officiate Jimmy and Annie's wedding. Hearing this, the other brides started to surround the priest. He quickly hid back in the police car but continued to officiate. At that moment, Annie, with the help of her friends, finally appeared before Jimmy. They lifted her up the ladder, and she finally reached Jimmy's side. In the end, they received everyone's blessing.